Hello guys, this is presentation of our term paper for graduation in Public Economics, School of Economic and Public Policy, Sri Nakarin University, 2015, made and presented by Chusit Jaisuk, Thanadon Burana Röngrod, Nalini Sirirat, Avisit Gulanit, and Pongvipat Somboon Wanna. Our topic is how broadening tech-based to informal sector impacts social welfare. So first, we should know about informal sector. Informal sector, aka underground economy or shadow economy, is the part of an economy that is neither taxed nor monitored by government. Activities that are engaged in the informal sector are not included in GNP or GDP. So informal sector not tax. Government cannot make revenue from it and is hard to manage or unmanageable. So it is often considered as troublesome. However, the informal sector provides critical economic opportunities for the poor. Let's see example what is informal sector and formal sector. So for formal sector, it is very obvious from this picture. It is 7-Eleven. So 7-Eleven is formal sector because they pay tax to the government like corporate tax or personal income tax that the employee pay to the government, and VAT value add tax that they sell things and they pay to government too. So for informal sector is the seller who sell food and clothes on the footpath. They normally pay tax to the government, so they are considered as informal sector. So the fact is Thailand is the seventh world biggest informal economy or informal sector compared to its GDP, which is about 57.2%. Such a large amount of the GDP causing significant loss in government revenue. So broadening tech base can create more sort of government revenue, and when government have more income, they can have more fiscal space to funding and expense. But increasing tax is not impact in one way. It can worsen the society or in some cases. We try to examine the effect when the tax is broadened. Is it really create better social welfare?
From this section, I will mention only two literature reviews. For the first literature review, study about the effects of replacing personal income tax with addresses the change in social welfare, resulting from the tax swap which using the median scale computational general equilibrium model in this case study. Finally, the results show that produced fairly substantial welfare gains regardless of the type of replacement for equal revenue yield. And second literature review mentioned about analyze a base broadening rate reducing and simplifying tax reform, which using basic model of a piecewise linear tax schedule for individuals with wage and non-wage income. Finally, the result is efficiency improving reform probably increase inequality.
Computable general equilibrium CGE models are a class of economic models that use actual economic data to estimate how an economy might react to change in policy, technology, or other external factors. A CGE model consists of equations describing model variable and a database consistent with the model equation. Table of transaction value and elasticity. Table of transaction value separate into first input output table a quantitative economic technique that represent the interdependency between different branches of a national economy or different regional economy. Second, a social accounting method (SAM) represent four of our economic transactions that take place within an economy. Today, there are many CGE models of different countries. One of the most well-known CGE model is the GTAP model of World Trade. GTAP Global Trade Analysis Project, a global network of researchers who conduct quantitative analysis of international economy policy issues, especially trade policy. Next, solution technique GEMS. Second, GEMPACK. Third, AMPR. Fourth, Excel. And last one, MATLAB. Thank you.
For our study, we examine the impact of before and after broadening tax base to the informal sector, and we compare the social welfare change in the society. So the model will run into two cases, before tax burden and after tax burden. We use CGE approach to analyze the welfare changes. The first model that we use is CES. It stands for Constant Elasticity of Substitution Utility Function. The percentage change in U are equivalent to percentage Higgs equivalent variation in income. GTAP. It stands for Global Trade Analysis Project, which is a global network of researchers who conduct the quantitative analysis of international economic policy issues, especially trade policy. So, the GTAP is rather cover many sectors and data that we needed. Input, output, table, cover input, final demand output, and intermediate outputs, and SAM cover economic transaction in terms of national account. So in our case, the two types of CGE is quite not suitable for our work. But the GTAP is establish the standard, coordinate the work, and bring it together into one globally consistent database that cover all 129 regions and 57 sectors, and they have two base years, 2004 and 2007. The international dataset is about 244 countries.
The General Algebraic Modeling System, or GAMS, is a specifically designed for modeling linear, nonlinear, and mixed integer optimization problems. The system is especially useful with large, complex problems. GAMS is available for use on personal computers, workstations, mainframes, and supercomputers. We choose GAMS software system to formulate and solve the problem because our GTAP data is suitable for programming using GAMS. By using CES utility functions with data from GTAP and solve with GAMS software system, we can estimate the utility before and after tax. From the table, because now we don't have data of underground economy, we suggest that we still can improve and add data of informal sector into the database. Our group suggests to add into
refer to 14 sectors, which is mostly in primary sector, and 55 sector which is recreation and other service such as recreational, cultural, and sporting activities. Other service activities and private household with employed persons. That concludes my talk. That brings me to the end of our presentation. And thank you for your attention.